sorry, Mr. Wright. I didn't know. What you didn't know, huh? What do you know, huh? You didn't tell me that you stuck the dildo up the wrong hole. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. Or big cock inside a little cock. As my homie was saying down south side. What south side you be at, nigga? You're not 21 Savage. That's just the way it is. No P. Diddy. Nigga, that's Tupac! We did what we had to do in order for him to get out of the verdict he deserved. That's crazy how she was forging evidence and niggas thought Edgeworth been doing it. I didn't know. I never knew that the SO9 incident, which is another name for the Joe Dark killings. Kinda like everyone heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Drake to convict it so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? Like, wait.
Whoa.
It's all here in this file. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Office Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night of the prosecutor Neil Marshall's death was there, Dark tried to kill me. Ellen DeGeneres ass nigga tried to kill you? I didn't think about that comparison. They do look the same similarity, right? I mean,
Man, shut your...
What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was the only one trying to save me. So that means you... Yes. I was the witness to Joe Dark's trial. I didn't see that one coming. I seen it coming out of my penis. Out of the tip. Fast. Goes faster than the velocity of the Flash. No Wally West. I know, my penis got some powerful feats. Could go against any foe. Including Ultra Ego Vegeta type shit, my nigga. They should have had me in the Budokai Tenkaichi 4 roster. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that might go on the channel too. Hold on, shut up. I'm not trying to spoil anything, trust me. Sooner or later y'all gonna find out. Y'all know I'll be lying like hell. We're not doing Sparking Zero.
Oh my god.
Nigga, I ain't haven't uploaded in like a month. I've been busy as hell and shit. I've really been recording. This shit's backlogged. I'll be lying like hell. We're not doing Sparking Zero though, but we'll be doing more content. Trust me, though. I'm not fucking gone. It happened 2 years ago. It was right above this time of the year too. There was terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for this season. I was so alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed to me like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck. And the lights went out. Hold on. I'm gonna do my voice acting. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed out the window of lightning floored up the office. For an instant, what I saw then burned the permanent picture in my mind. I can see it now. A permanent picture? I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I will only ask about when I was attacked. That must be why Lana... Why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure you didn't know anything about it. That's why everybody thinks he forged evidence. It wasn't because of him, because of Emma. Or Emma's sister, Lana, bro. Damn. Messed that nigga up so bad his career was fumbling because of her. He couldn't even have known he was giving false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true, even though he may not have known. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today. She must have not been able to face all what she did. Especially not to him. What did you see in the instant that the crime occurred? Man, this whole case is I ain't gonna lie, this whole case, I wonder how this all ends, gang. This is convoluted mess. A mess. Sticky, slimy, zesty mess. That's like a good, delicious meal, actually. I'm kinda hungry. That'll be my big fat ass. That'll be my big fat ass. I ain't gonna hold your dog. I'm always hungry. Doc knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of his poor girl. Dang. 28 stab wounds! I'm sorry, I'd love Detroit Become Human. If this video gets enough likes, I'll finish the series. Just kidding, I don't even own the game. It's on PS Plus. I'm not paying for that bullshit. Fuck you, Sony. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been so much. Damn, Damn. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but my words just couldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago. You must have been 14? That's understandable. Once it's all over, I made up my mind. I decided to when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crimes with my testimonies. And find the evidence to make all right, airtight case. That way, Lana will never forget for Jenny. I see. You don't mind if I understand what Emma makes it tick. Okay, she kind of warming up to me as a character. I'm kind of grasping her a little bit. I'm kind of grasping her. Ayo, Paul. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then was the serial killer running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased down by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery here. John Dark has been taken in for questioning for that day. Taken for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened in the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into his sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective's office is the questioning room for right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? Whoa! But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly! Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Okay. So, alright. This is what we're gonna do, Emma. This is what we're gonna fucking do here. Why didn't you tell us this shit before? Oh, you see this? Yeah, YouTube, this is not a real gun, promise. This is a fake gun. This is a BB, okay? But it's not a real gun, promise. Not a real gun. But you promise. Yeah! All y'all getting caught now! So you're telling me all this time your sister was a detective and you didn't tell us? Nothing? Not a peep, not a word, not a whisper, not a moan, not a squirt, nigga? Are you serious? You know, I'll lay it down. I'll lay it down. I'll keep this over here for safekeeping because I can get my Glockiana on my side. No Polo G. Not even from a Polo G song. What the fuck I'm talking about? I don't even listen to Polo G. That shit ass. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective. I better have another talk with her. Let's talk to this little girl. Hold on, let's talk to this grown ass woman. This grown ass woman should not be lying like that. Yeah. I would pistol whip you right now, but I ain't got the patience. I ain't got the time to crash on your ass. I ain't gonna go to prison for you. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you the trouble, falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, you're wrong. An innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risk. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh. About how you were a detective about 2 years ago. And now the SO9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about the unusual change of job? Sorry, my fault, I'm illiterate. I suppose you have the right to know, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's talk to the little bitch. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely as connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well. though I expected as much. I know how sensitive other Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, wasn't it? I believed in you, Lana. I believe no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At the trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all the drama aside, the fact that the matter is, at 5:15 there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What's the witness Miss Starr said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with the knife? Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana so phased before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. Shit was amazing. How you go from argumentative to glazing to dick sucking? Pop the titty out your mouth, gang. Chill out. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Grant crocked together. Chief Grant? He was the deputy chief of police back then. But he still worked on crime scenes. Damon Grant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. I'm really idolizing her big sister. Yeah. Again, pop it out your mouth, gang. But now you're a chief prosecutor. What happened? You fell off. What, you went to suck your dick in the streets, my nigga? I always planned to becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you can use that experience in court, right? Gant's help with the SO9 case was crucial to this resolution. So, like, you use being a detective as a stepping stone, my nigga? Like, honestly, I'd rather be like a detective than like a prosecutor, you know what I mean, my nigga? Like, I feel like that's like a better job description than anything, to be honest. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation occurs 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was second in command in detectives investigating dogs. Second in command? What means the investigation led was Damon Grant, right? Yes. Deputy Grant, Chief Grant, and I shared the same office in the same investigation. So like what, y'all were like fucking like between like the hours of 7 p.m. and 7:02? I know y'all be doing that in the office, doing a little good cop, bad cop, you know what I'm saying? I'm into roleplay. Specifically furry. They even had the same office. We led the team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. Oh, it's like the double trio, Okay, I got you. The Three Stooges head ass. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Fuck does that mean? I never knew what gung-ho mean, my nigga. That sounds like a goddamn slur. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when the final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Drake. I said, bro, I keep saying Drake. The nigga keep popping up everywhere, bro. You see, the first person who opened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us? Diamond Grant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in the final stages and Dark just must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Grant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Grant and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Grant and Marshall were questioning Drake. I keep saying Drake. Golly! When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor. Damn! 3? How the fuck? 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out. The suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor. Minors, you said? What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I mean, yeah, who would panic? I mean, if I found my brother, like, just laying on the floor, unconscious, I'll figure out, like, yo, this guy has a knife. What has happened? Picked up Emma, I carried her out of the room, and just held her. I can't blame her after all her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SO9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm? I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in the trial was also involved in that incident. Yeah, too many holes are connecting like some penises going inside. I could have said cork, but it just works. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall? Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dog. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case might just be not over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Grant and I shared. The office that Mr. Grant now occupies by himself. The chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the side of the final SL9 murder. Alright, bet! Let's get freaky and let's do this! I would start twerking though, behind the scene, I'm just too tired, bro. Like my whole days are over. Fight Allah! I don't see Detective Cumshoot anywhere. Things seem quite quiet around here today. You're right. The chief detective seems the same too. Why don't we look for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. Alright, I guess. Bear with me real quick. Listen, going through the crazy, going through the motions, big booty. Atta bambino. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never brought things turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Kid, sit it. You never know what a lot leads you here, bambino. I like the nigga kind of, bro. Hey, listen, I understand his motives. I kind of feel bad for him, not a little bit though. Still saving up pubic hair that don't exist. I should have known my luck had to ran out. Old Billy dried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say it, where you headed? Just over there by the prosecutor's office, a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but that's all I know. I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why do prosecutors head to west? If it was the case, I need to know the truth about it. It was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Laura won't be getting his state lunch today. Something I've fished about that trial since the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detective thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts reported are inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? My broken tip? Hey yo! I was Joe Dark's alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade and knife was a perfect match with the wound in the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there was a good chance that the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind? I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he? Your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor the very day. The highest honor? You mean the king of prosecutors? What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. That day on the SL9 incident took place. That wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. I'm not even mad at Marshall, but like... The chief is like the #1 nigga we have right now. Like, who else could have planned such shit like this? I mean, to be fair, let's face it. Lionel was a detective. He was like he was one of the chief police officers. All of a sudden, this murder happens, and now that nigga at the chop, he can do anything he wants now and get away with it. And now he can be ruled out as not a suspect since he's the chief police. What can he do? I still look at him suspect. He better be the one that did it. Cause it makes no sense for how everybody did. Yes, Lana's like this. Miss Star, yeah, she had motives too, but she wouldn't kill nobody. Like, I mean, she wouldn't hurt a fly. I mean, shoot. She would have bended his dick. Trust me, she would have bended it hard. But she wouldn't have hurt nobody like that. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal evidence so that case wouldn't die. Apparently, someone tried to stop it. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted to box away in a tighter room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would have got suspicious. No, they were careful enough to not be too obvious. Hey, who are you talking about? Don't get upset, baby. I mean Damon Grant and Lana Sky. The investigation led Damon Grant and his second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who had heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Grant, the new chief police officer, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. The chief prosecutor, Scott, was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma says something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret was too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So the murder didn't cause all that. Something shit. I don't even know what could have happened to shit have her changed like that. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's some things for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else had the one who gave the evidence to plan everything. That someone is Damon Grant. Exactly! He's the only nigga that could ever get evidence like that to place everything in order. He's the one that's giving out the orders. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. I have never seen that type of sound emit from somebody's mouth from drinking something. That didn't sound like a quench of thirst. That sounded like a next legendary throat goat. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator, adios, Bambina. His OST was still fire though. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everyone probably just busy isn't into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where But we proved in the court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought that we were just mildly making some headway in our case. But instead it was like we just ended up making Lana look more guilty. Sorry, I had to get some out of my pants too. You know, as a dude, it's dude trouble, man. Dude trouble. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying that he did it with a decision about what to do. About Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media tomorrow. There's more chaos going than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually put for those. Sir, what's it actually left to look around for Chief Grant's office? There's just a connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator down to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Here come again. Now I have to say today. Now I see where Detective Cumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. You literally said we can't even go in there. Whatever, gang. What type of Lord Farquaad ass office is this? Listen, you can send me to ya. Hey, listen, girl, looking clean, on the mean, on the scene, got the meat, taste like candy treats. I ain't ever seen anybody like you, looking from the scene. You would be my town. Oh, people put it out. In the chief prosecutor's office, silly. At least that's not what it said on the door. Check it out, the pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in the kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Botch. Like King Batch? Nigga, you're not King Batch. Shut up. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember who she was. Oh, it's you, sir. Chief Grant. He put that paper he was reading on his desk. So, righto, how you been swimming lately, huh? Oh, no, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, and Mr. Marshall, Miss Scott. How did my body make that sound? Ilana's provocative statement. You know what I'm saying? She got some big titties, right? Oh, no handshake? I bet this. Say less, my nigga. Fuck you. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forced evidence? 2 years ago, it passed since the history. My house time fly. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate all work together. Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it though. Let me see if I can guess two things that stand out in this picture. Number one, that big sharp object over there, that's alarming. And then this vase that we found that was half broken on the floor, that's his vase. What the hell? Thought it was a doodle at first until I had to look closely. Anyway, I had to reminisce all day, but there's no matter to my attention. I'm going to lock up over here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case long since over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, let's still have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Head ass nigga, like a goddamn ghost from Mario. Now hurry up and go get out of meeting out of 10. Looks like we are welcome. It seems like the case isn't over with yet, after all. What did you mean? The Chief Grant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us to look around in there. You mean like a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief office. Hey pal, Detective Gumshoe, aren't you here supposed to be in the meeting? I'm just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting down so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Ain't doing this nigga dirty. I feel bad. Have you ever seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No? Why do you ask? He's under the fire from the root department of the prosecutor's office. I did not read that right. It's almost like the battle between you and two in the court. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like they knew the evidence was forged. Lana Sky is guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless of the prosecutor's responsibility of the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. There's an amazing talent of prosecutor to keep him safe when the people don't like him. And his broad chin and his big penis. Stop it right there. But now, with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise up to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey Dick! Keep up with the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for the lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to the joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. It's not like you don't really have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seemed genuinely concerned about Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dark left was on the trial attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? Me. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left in the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what is it? Oh, let's see. I think it has something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? His powers of recollection never failed to impress. Let me look at that file real quick. Okay. Incident, victims, trial data, basic task force. They don't say shit on here about the weapon, whatever. I thought I was gonna be some cool shit I will find out, never mind. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to a secure... Well, fuck, I can't read, goddamn! What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way away from home for work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So, it was an accident? An accident, yes. But it was transformed into an animal. An animal? He killed the man who had witnessed the accident. Then he killed the lady who saw it. He killed walked by this, then he killed him too. And then he buried the bodies. A jogger came to the scene and was killed as well. Finally returned himself in. You're telling me this nigga just killed niggas? Seems he was a pretty careless animal, of course. It's all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in? Yes, but in the middle of this questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. He seen him? That crime was witnessed by someone too. But luckily Dark arrested on the spot. It was a good thing those last witness wasn't killed. That last witness, aka Emma. She said present the murder weapon. About this. Hey, is that... It was the tag attached to it with the label SONI Aceattorney on it. I believe this would be broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in the locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car's muffler. That's it! Now I remember what this criminal piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is Detective? Quick, before you forget again. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store we bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. Man, if you take a look at this sweet, nice Glock over here, you can tell it's fully loaded. Bullshit with stupid ass people surrounded by them every goddamn day. Yeah, well, anyway, take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Drake's knife? I said Drake again. Holy shit. You bet. Down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Alright, updated the court record. Well, there you have it, in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you for one more thing? What is it? If it's for money you need, you should ask Chief Grant. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now and the office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with a breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh, sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. I was about to think about it like, damn, I can't use it. Fuck. So, in other words, Cumshit was only any chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something. Maybe a porn magazine. What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation of me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So, what do you mean? Unlike some people don't have all day. Let's start, bro. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what all breaks down to. and nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified? The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department error and my error, my responsibility as a prosecutor in charge. The fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. I take pride in my work. So tell me why. What has all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep his kind of emotion bottled up. Why were you up to trial tomorrow? First, last year's trial, just not this one. Seems like all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk on that trial. Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's my superiors are banking on. I never bought that case. I would never come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. Longer than Afro's penis. Again, I be catching strays for no fucking reason. It's only half as long as most lists. That is odd. I don't know if I'm carrying 6 inches in my pants. I'm lying, I don't. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may have not been a part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at that time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around at the time. That picture, something seemed strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in the ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I've had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office this morning, and I drove in at the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and end clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I asked to take on something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Grunt asked me to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in that case that was closed half a year ago. We did that. Wait! Afro editing flashback. Oh, dude! Oh! The one where Mia died. The titties! Ah! He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. This picture was hanging on the wall at Chief Grant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started to make a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. The trophy Mr. Marshall was holding, it's a little different than yours. Yes, you are right. I remember it now. Remember what? That was when that official prosecutor trophy looked like it until you 2 years ago. There was a story behind this design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the war is based on. Can you tell me what this is? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in every single 6 hours manner. Now, Emma, what we tell you, now you want to talk back to me, I'm going to talk back to you. Dick! On your throat! Can we talk to him? I'm done. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. Ooh, let's get to the theories. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you ever heard this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Nigga, you don't know. Alright, let's snuggle up, buddy. Get your popcorn. I'm gonna put some different music in the background just to set the atmosphere. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an armed merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims are just each other. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very description you saw, items to script them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word contradiction was born. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield was broken knife symbolized. Precisely so. To symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their own conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow, thanks for Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why there's only one given the shield? You have to ask Chief Grant. 2 years ago, we had the halberd part of the word abolished. This nigga's so shady and slimy like my booty hole. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right here. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Hey Edgeworth, is that detective come to you outside the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground! Hold on. First, let me see what the girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. That nigga don't give a damn, bro. What? If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says that a resignation. My nigga. You were gonna sign up without even telling us? My nigga, we're at home. You're my nigga, bro. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And that path I've walked hasn't been just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh, I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. Excuse me. Wow, I guessed it! Would you like a care for a quarter-pound roast beef? At Burger King, we're 99% off. $0. So it's for free. Just like a coochie, you're just giving it for free. Giving it away! Miss Star? I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Y'all freaky ass, we'll find it out. Y'all see you over there sitting over there. What if you were the first person in line to figure out milk come out? Would you suck that cow's nipple? Huh? I mean, I would. One time I actually did. Then I found out cows have more than one udder. And I was sucking something else and it wasn't a cow.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Still, I never thought you got digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SO9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was. Due for transferal, this can't be all attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to we witness? The instant Lana stabbed I can't fucking read today. Like, wait, like, bro, gang, what the fuck is wrong with me? Do I gotta go inside of my brain and change the code to make me sound more better? No matter how much the past you can dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Star hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. This OST in the background, man. Like, bro, this OST is fire. I love this OST. I might have to add it in some of the videos. Trust me, future videos you're gonna have this OST in the background soon. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still don't think I'd ever be alive more than I was then. Those days were steamier than bowl hot gravy. Steamier than all the sex I've had with 60 to 50-year-olds. Poor old Jake Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were so close, those two. After Neil died, nothing took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Sky. My sister? The best of the best were put in the SO9 case. Of course, they were led by the legendary duo, Lana and Chief Grant. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up with our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items RT never found would suddenly appear while the other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything legal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much of an explanation. So then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and she became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's basically what I've been saying this whole entire time. That's my take on the matter. I'm valid, am I? Damon Gantz and Lana Sky. Gant led the investigation with Lana, second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gantz's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the case he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared to confront him though. I take it she'd been talking about for its evidence. Back then everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated everything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Miss Marshall. I said Miss Marshall. I am so dyslexic today, it's insane. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if he lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever been recovered from his shot. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn cold after that? Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Like, okay, we don't really have that many suspects to, like, really stand out, like I said earlier. It has to be that nigga the chief. There's no other nigga that could have ever done this or make anything this shit convoluted. I get Dark killed Marshall's brother, but I feel like the chief set that up somehow for that to happen. Yes, thanks to the Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief? That's right. Having solved the SO9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. I told y'all! I done told y'all this nigga wanted that high position. After Lana went through that all that extra stuff that tumbled down and she started acting cold, he didn't want her with her in that office, gang. He wanted to be that high honcho, that highest and high type nigga, bro. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could have controlled the chief prosecutor, he controlled the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. I'm just a goat! But how could he control Lana? I don't know. But one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her to change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create a fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef. That warmed my heart. I'm like, listen, I know I've been making like hoe and dick jokes a lot, but like, she has grown. Like, I understand that she hates Lana for what she did, but she wants Lana to be better and be her normal self. Like, I can't wait to make this tier list after I'm done, bro. Cause honestly, throughout this entire series, we have A-list, S tier characters over and over again, bro. Like, to be honest with you. Oh, you're back. You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. Turn into a goddamn DJ! You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ! I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. I have to be on my neck on the line. The office is the last crime scene in the SNI incident. Kamshu, after we get this done, you're still having your job back. After we get this chief nigga out of here and get into prison, get incarcerated, we get a nigga done, bro. Fuck no. I had to ask to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make Detective change his mind. This guy almost made us lose the taste today. What are you talking about? He was guarding a blood stain on that evidence locker with his life. That's more than you can ever say about most officers nowadays. It would have saved us a lot of trouble if he hadn't guarded it so well. I have to admit, he's right though. Thanks to the Blue Badger, we were able to prove another possibility today. The possibility that another murder took place prior to the 5:15 p.m. Wait! Was that the thing that he was trying to make? Alright, I know what can be able to persuade him. What's this criminal piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious! Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far! Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was cold as ice too. But I know difference now. And he trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective. That's it! I made up my mind. I knew my nigga would do it! But, here, take my card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. There's no secret. I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. Another GOAT tier character. This nigga laid down his job for a homie, bro. That's real nigga shit right there, bro. There's too many S, A tier characters in here, bro. There's too many S and A tier characters. I can't even think of nobody in B. Like, I'm dead serious. What? So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective. Thank you. Alright, let's do this. Let's move. Come on now! Here goes. Here goes, Mr. Wright. This now. Detective Kamshu's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting you to bail me out. Ah! Who slapped him? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. Damn, so Maya and him slick outside. That's crazy, man. The memories are flying back, bro. I miss Maya low-key, but I feel like she kind of fills the void of where Maya is in the story. But I miss Maya, dog. We gonna see her back next time in the sequel. Trust me, I hope. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah! It's in the Kamshu! What are you doing to sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point of getting this ID card? Hey, don't do that to my card! Whatever, let's get to the fucking point of this. I hardly ever get the chance to even come here. So I figured to have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now, huh? No High School Musical type shit. No Zac Efron. You know, me and that nigga kinda look alike, right? You are ugly as shit! You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Alright. That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's? Yes. What we were waiting for, Nana. On the day of 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Grant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it here. He leaves it as a warning to anybody else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us himself at the New Year's party. Of course, she was pretty intoxicated at the time. Nigga drinking Hennessy. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk? No one, except Chief Grant and the old cleaner lady who was in the this morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't be possibly any clues remaining. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SO9 crime scenes. I mean, that's the only reason for you to come here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. No. What? No, there's no way! Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, now let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy! Huh? What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that. Yeah, I'm about to say, I want to know what he about to say. So sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Never, my nigga. I grew with Detective Cumshoe. We never gonna get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Grant might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Grant. So it's finally coming to this. What do you think? What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet. There you go. Ignoring me again. Nigga, shut up! I don't want to move yet. I want to examine it because we're supposed to be in here. What's that safe? This is a safe, isn't it? Safe? That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. A 7-digit number. I think I might know what it is. I went too far. My controller just is going fucking crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you know what it is? I got that off my dome. Me and Phoenix was like, I think I know what it is. Type, I am Phoenix Wright! I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's... I don't want to know your birth date, nigga. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Input the code. Let's go! I'm such a goat! Come on now! Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was it, pal? 7777777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 777777? That ID number? I think you're 1-7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That Chief Officer Grant ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Alright. Let's do this. Come on now. Let's look inside. I'm getting chills. Is there money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a... what is it? A shard of a broken cup? The vase! This someone looks familiar with what I've seen this before. There's something else in here too. Is this like a piece of leather cloth? A leather cloth. This is a hamper, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought, you know. Yeah, stupid ass thought, Patrick Starhead ass nigga. Is that it? This is all that was in that safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a hand broke a shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove there's something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to them. How are these two items? They are. Come on, there's got to be something we can show to the detective. Detective Cumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Those were the days. It was kind of early to be nostalgic. Yeah, it was like a couple days ago, my nigga, huh? Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of those shards of the SO9 instant sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fraddle you just found? You mean this one? That was just a safe? Yes, that one! That was in the safe! Click! Yes, finally! Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells! Ringing this ding-a-ling too! I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to do that on camera. I just like to record and yap, to be honest. I love y'all. I hope y'all know that. I love y'all. Assemble the fragments! Here, let me see that chart. Let's take a crack at this. No cocaine. Go ahead, pal. Show us what the rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece it together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Let's glue this shit together, my nigga. Let's do this! Bro, what the? We did it, baby! There, it feels like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant knowingly hid a piece of this jar in the safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SO9 incident. But, hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This is the piece that you just attached. It's different from the others. Huh? There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line. That's blood. I don't get it. Why would a Chief Gant hide this in his safe? That nigga probably hit somebody with that vase. It has to. That picture. This was taken on that day 2 years ago. It was the day that Joe Dark ran out of the question room and tied us to kill Emma. After receiving this award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. Then he went along with Chief Gant and questioned Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. Gee, you think? This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The Chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean they were paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying for 1 cent of my taxes. Bitch, you 17. You wouldn't even pay it in the first place. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful what you say. Who knows? The Chief may be hiding in armor as we speak. I don't think he fit in there. Even if he did, he would never even be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy could be. Yeah, the dick riding continues. Oh, look at the size of Chief Grant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading on his desk. Hold up. Check the paper. Let's see the paper. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name. Huh? SO9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said, I wonder what. No, about the evidence, you dumb fuck. Normally, there's twice as long. That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-size list of evidence. The list of evidence seems to be too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of that list be doing here? I knew it! The Chief must be hiding something about that case! It would appear so. Bet, say less, we got that evidence. If I didn't check that out, we've been doomed. Detective Cumshoe, I'll let you have to take a look at this. Hey, I know that. So, you want me to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, detective. Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not sure if fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh! Oh, I knew that. There was one with a handprint on it, right? Jeez, where's your sense of humor? Nigga, somebody fucking died. We trying to hurry up before Gant catches our booty holes, tries to prod us. It says it's the jail. We get prodded by Jamal and Jerome. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's take off for prints. Sprinkle a little powder on the cloth. Then once they've been absorbed from the prints below and the rest away. Let's load up some crack cocaine, baby. Alright? Let's add an extra coke. It's time to sniff that motherfucker. Ready? Let's go, kids! I am my best shot. The kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Let's add the powder. Let's load up some cocaine, baby. I gave my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching fingerprints, but it does like kind of result. Alright, let's try a different finger then. Alright, so let's do this shit. Hold on. Oh, not over? Oh, I'm suffering. Alright, let's compare. Let's compare. Comparing. Emma, explain. No, how can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found the match? Whose fingerprints were they? How the Emma, I have a few questions. Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, Phoenix is gonna lie for her. Damn it. Bro, what? How are your fingerprints? Oh, Emma, you're not telling us everything, bro. What the hell is this? Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be dogs' prints. Psst. Hey, over there. What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing on Chief's safe? Don't ask me. So let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe we should hold on to this. Bro, how? Well, was it any hope? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we're able to get some hard evidence. No, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it ain't the ID card, it would have been useless. Isn't that right? You and the coat. Eek! Chief Grant! We didn't think you'd be built back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out of my window. I saw a stray dog run to the right to a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the coat? Yes, me, sir. Drop off your ID on the way out. Damn it, bro. You won't be needing it anymore. Oh man, come shoe. But sir, now get out. Yes, sir. We'll be on our way too then. Wait, you the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. Me, sir? I like a word with you. But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You with spiky hair, you free to go. Mr. Wright! Look, pal, if I told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it! Now that I've seen evidence Chief Gann is hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept Haley silent about this entire time? Anyway, you listen to me? I'm going to try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Yeah, let's talk to Lana, cause her bitch I need to talk to me real quick. Hold on. Let's talk about this real quick. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in the court. She gonna try to pin it on that girl, bro. Hell no! I'm committed to doing everything right so I can defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. Your sister isn't questioning. If she gets framed for this junk, you're fucked. You fucked up this situation for your sister, not her. Quit capping. What you told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it was lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Fake-headed is the term used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Talk! I admit I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no one committing any evidence against you. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What's an intriguing notion? A certain individual, you say? You think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think you're afraid of is more like it. Yeah, you shrivel up! Your pussy is tight! I like it! Ah! If I'm not mistaken, the person in this question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom may I ask for this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly frightened of. This particular person's name.
Take that!
Take that! Well, Miss Guy. Hodgin. Are you gonna turn around? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. First off, you're in a goddamn jail cell, and you're talking to me between a glass wall, and you're the one that's gonna be caught in a few days. You're not a chief prosecutor. You're my goddamn witness that I gotta protect. So I'll protect you whenever I want to. So you're listening to me. I gotta listen to shit to what you say, bitch ass nigga. Calm down. Fucked up, nigga. I take this she's not still ready to spill the beans. Spill the tea, sis. Cause that shit getting hot. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more what you think of, you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he's respectable, then tell me something. Why would he not try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both of you and Edward will be brought before the board and query of what you did. Specifically hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it though that Chief Grant's name was never mentioned? Chief Grant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had the access because I was the second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also the one other, Damon Grant. If you intended to accuse Chief Grant, you will need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Grant falsified the case. What could work? This? I just found this in the safe at the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? The pieces of evidence from the SO9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than the Chief Grant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking the blame for him? ... Hajime. Danganronpa V2. Yeah, that character's ass. Suck my dick. Touché, Mr. Wright. It is as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders. Even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come on now, Mr. Wright. You can't be possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. In the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although I cannot tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. I pieced it together. That nigga hit that nigga with the fucking jar, right? That nigga placed the knife of the other crime that was connected to this. He placed a knife into him. He put him back of Edgeworth's car. Then told when Lana opened the trunk, she found the body and also found the knife under the exhaust. He put that there just for her to pick it up to look like she killed him. I pieced it all together, just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take out the body of the Edgeworth's claw. The trunk's lock has been broken, and I discovered that murder weapon whilst inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, I told y'all! The knife from the SO9 incident secured joke. I told y'all I'm a future seer! They call me Steve Universe in the goddamn hood. Steven Eugene Universe. I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's what the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems that I got a blood on victim's shoes as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Star, huh? See, told y'all, she put that other knife in. I called it! I predicted half of this junk! Why did you need to hide Drake's knife? I said Drake again. Why does that nigga keep coming up, BBO Drizzy? Drake's Dark's knives. I won't say it again. It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark's case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So you hear Dark's knife? The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark's case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your own scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. That nigga is going to tell Emma to lie and do everything so her sister could get out, probably. That nigga's probably using Lana as a scapegoat. Say, hey, you can do whatever I want and just say these things, do this, and take the fall for it. And your sister will be free. Take that with what you will. That's what we're doing her right now. You asked for Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That's why he asked her for questioning. Because he actually has the phone and knew that she called her. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of the phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling. The truth is, after I received one of those orders from the Chief Gaunt, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to the patrolman, Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why or what you call him? The lead investigator for the SO9 incident had been murdered. I wanted the fact to keep kept hidden, so I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Well, at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade on his own. Oh, you mean not wanting to kiss a guy, so he decided to take things in his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen his ID card. Excuse me. But it seems that he still hadn't made up his mind in breaking and order the evidence room. It all makes sense now, gangy. After the phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. Fuck, I had a brain fart. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? clusterfuck. This is like a whole clusterfuck of information. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Aceattorney. Investigators. Next game gonna be fire. Hey bro, if we ever get a game where only Detective Cumshoe, we're gonna be going crazy. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've gotta get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer, and what went down in the chief office 2 years ago. Bro, to be continued. The game is goated. Like game. When we done with the final episode, and after that video we'll do the tier list. I don't even know how we gonna be able to tier these niggas, because there's just too many high tier characters in this damn series. This has been an episode of Aceattorney, Rise from the Ashes. The final day is coming. The final episode is coming. And then we'll get right back into the state of things from other games we're going to be playing. And trust me, I'm cooking up something big, dog. Just trust and wait. The process is going to be reached. I promise y'all. It's actually fire shit. Like when we started this series, I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna say my regards on my tier list video. But y'all, man, I love y'all. And as I say in every goddamn video, man, soak in greatness and at least not in regret. And I'll see all my big body brothers and sisters in the next video. And for the finale of Aceattorney DLC.